Right, we've known it's been coming for some considerable time now, but it is now the opportunity to say congratulations to Liverpool, because they are now officially well-deserved champions.
Arne Slot. La, 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 la.
If you work in this league, everyone gets better every season.
And the title challenge for Liverpool starts all over again.
Manchester United 0, Liverpool 3, and it's the man who just loves the goal at Old Trafford, Mo Salah.
They are epitomising this control of Arne Slot.
Mo Salah means that Liverpool will go 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League.
He has been outstanding. I mean, 243 goals with 394 appearances for Liverpool is, honestly, it's mind-blowing.
Another win for Liverpool, 10 games to go, and a 13-point gap to Arsenal.
Win number 100 against Everton.
The journey I've had so far in my career, to be able to extend it with another 2 years, is amazing.
Jota couldn't turn in the rebound, but Trent Alexander-Arnold does. He rips off his shirt in celebration.
The full-time whistle has just gone, and the Liverpool coaching staff and players are streaming onto the field because the Premier League title is coming back to Anfield after a 5-year absence.
Well, you got to say, Jeff Stelling aside, not a lot of people saw that coming. That's a little bit unfair, but I mean, I just think, don't you think yourself, Troy? I mean, the job that Arne Slot has done, Liverpool consistency in the league has been absolutely remarkable. When they lost that game, was it Forest at home? So it seems like an eternity ago, but I tell you what, they've been great, mate, haven't they?
Yeah, and I think we've done them a huge disservice this season talking about Man City, Arsenal, Man United, Spurs not being at the level. I think they've just been consistently great, and just listen to that VT there. I think the way that Arne Slot has handled himself and conducted himself throughout the course of the season has been fantastic. And,
magnificent, eh?
Yeah, and then I was thinking about the very first game of the season, Ipswich away. Half-time, makes a massive call, takes the centre-halves off, changes them around. Even then, that could have been difficult. You put a young man in Kwanzaa, take him off, put Konate on, and you go, that's not working, I'm going to fix it. And how many times has he been asked about Trent, Virgil, Salah this season? 570 maybe? And every single one handled it fine.
Brilliantly.
I think if that was Klopp, he would have had a nibble at some point.
A wee bite at something.
Yeah.
I
and he would have made it a bit bigger. I think he's just been brilliant. For Dave's been brilliant. Salah's had a season of unrecognisable. This is the best season he's ever had in terms of the numbers. I just think he's handled the whole situation great. And when I was watching it yesterday on Sky, I thought, fair play to all those Liverpool fans as well, because I remember them winning it in COVID, obviously. But never got to really enjoy it and get to see it. And then you just saw lines of people in the street. I thought it was fantastic.
It's a funny one as well. Sitting watching it, I mean, part of myself and obviously a lot of the Liverpool fans were wanting Arsenal to get something against the Palace so they could win it. And it worked out absolutely perfect for them. And I'm just thinking the season, you look back at that league, yes, disappointment, obviously PSG, who are more than capable of beating MD, take it at the Plymouth game as well, probably more definitely fielded an understrength side, but the league campaign's a big one. Everybody wants to win the league campaign, and they've been far and away the best side by a considerable distance. And then if that wasn't enough, you're getting the good news that Salah's staying on, Van Dijk staying on. Still a wee question mark over Trent. You'd have to suggest he might be leaving. But all in all, what a season for them.
Absolutely, and again, without looking too far ahead, I think we're in a situation now where everyone's talking about, well, Arsenal are going to get a striker and City are going to come good. Liverpool are going to add as well.
Oh, absolutely.
They had Chiesa all season. That from a PSR standpoint, which we always talk about now, they're in a great position to go and buy 2, 3, maybe even 4 players and be better than they've been this season.
Okay, Troy, we're going to have a look at that into greater detail this morning. I've no doubt about that. Arne Slot joins Mourinho, Ancelotti, Pellegrini and Conte as managers to win the title in their first season in charge. That's a bit of a list, that. I'm just going to give you that again. Mourinho, Ancelotti, Pellegrini and Conte. Brilliant. And as I say, apart from Jeff Stelling, not a lot of people saw it coming. Here's the Liverpool boss speaking to talkSPORT after what was a quite emotional day at Anfield.
These are the moments where you work for not only this season, throughout your whole life as a player. Of course, when I was 10 years old, I wasn't thinking about working to becoming a manager, but the last 5, 6, 7 or 8 years, my staff, we all worked so hard to be able to have moments like this. And if you've then won it and then celebrate in front of the fans is already special, but to celebrate in front of these fans makes it probably even more special.
Yeah, it must be difficult. I'm looking at Slot. He seems to have bucked the trend of managers struggling after the takeover from a club legend. Look at Moisey. Lasted 10 months at United, which in my opinion wasn't long enough, but there you are. He left him 7th in the league. Unai Emery was given the boot of Arsenal 18 months after replacing Wenger, and that when he departed after a 7-game winless run. What do you think the difference is with Slot, Troy? Do you think he's definitely left a squad of players?
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But the way he's moulded them and gelded them and had a wee tweak here and there, I think's been great.
Yeah, I think bigger picture with it in terms of how the club was left from Klopp.
Yeah.
As opposed to the two guys you said before. When Wenger left, it was probably a couple of years too late, and that squad had kind of got old and it was all over the place. When Fergie left, he ran the whole place top to bottom. When he left, it left a load of gaps that needed filling. I think when Klopp left, it's a wonderful situation. And I don't want to discredit what Arne Slot has done, because when you look at the midfield, for example, I think his whole season is encapsulated by that midfield three. So Ryan Gravenberch, been fantastic. I think he's one of 2 players that played every single minute, every game, started every game. Alexis McAllister, for 40 million quid, looks like he could be worth 400 million now.
Still, mate.
Yeah. And then you look, last year they were complaining about not getting Jude Bellingham. They needed something in midfield. It's not worked right. And now they've arguably got the best midfield in the league. So I think that is where he is at. I think he's been excellent, but I do think it's where the club's at. I think Richard Hughes coming back in has been great as well from a director of football point of view. They don't spend... They spend big, but they don't
go crazy.
Yeah, they don't go weird and wonderful, do they?
Like everybody should. It kind of seems an obvious thing to say. They look as they spend within their means. Do you know what I mean? They won't go crazy. For example, Bellingham, that we can't afford that, or we don't want to go there.
Yeah.
And I get that. It's probably the right way to do it.
Absolutely.
It's certainly been proved the right way to do it.
Look, this season, what they didn't think what they wanted was out there to get and improve. So no problem, we can hang fire. And sometimes the best business is the business you don't do.
100%, mate. So that's Liverpool now going level with Manchester United and 20 league titles, but it's the first time the fans were able to be there, obviously, when the league was sealed after missing out back in 2020, as you correctly said. That was due to COVID, and it sounds like it was an emotional day up at Anfield. Here's Martin gave us a call in the final word yesterday.
I'm actually in tears. I'm physically in tears here. Oh my God, how great were we? Just how fantastic are Liverpool at the moment. Everything is just fitting into place. I mean, Luis Diaz, Salah, the whole lot, the whole team, fantastic.
And
oh my God,
how does it feel this time round? You know, of course, 5 years ago when you won the Premier League title, it was COVID. You know, you couldn't see the scenes at Anfield. Does it feel different this time round?
It just feels so different. It feels surreal. You know, it's just everything we've done. You know, and like, I just want to say one thing, and I really want to put my heart out and say this. Yeah. At the end of the day, there was only one team that was going to win it, and that was Liverpool.
Well, he's probably right, isn't he? Let's be honest about that. Kind of bold statement now, but absolutely spot on. So, Liverpool fans, this is your morning. Give us a call from you this morning. Just gone 6 a.m. Are the party still going? Give us a call and let us know just how amazing that atmosphere was at Anfield yesterday and in the city.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.